What's going on YouTube? It's Cyclone here with another beer review for you all. This is a beer I've done before, but never in a bottle. I've had it only on tap, and I think it's wonderful. This is New Holland's Dragon's Milk. So take a look at this. This is a bourbon barrel-aged stout. It was bottled on 10/26/17, so a couple months old. I could certainly let this thing age. There's no reason why you can't let something like this age, a year or more, and it might get some more complexity. But first of all, this gets a 10 on the bottle. It tells you food pairings, it tells you bottle on date, and it tells you a nice description of the flavors. Rich, roasty, and creamy with heavy notes of vanilla and just enough familiar warmth from oak barrels reminds us that all of life's events, big or small, are worth celebrating. To the point, featured flavors, gives you food pairings and a bottle on date, 11 ABV. This is a great beer on tap, but I've never had it in a bottle, guys, so let's get started with this one. I'm going to end my evening, nice big hiss on the bottle here, and we're going to get a pour of the beer for you all. Let's go down the middle. I can already smell it, guys. Nice dark brown coming out of the bottle here. Pouring fairly vigorous here, but it's going to produce a little bit of a head. That was a vigorous pour, and it's just about a finger of head or so. All right. Oh, I love the scent of this beer. There's a dark brown color at the bottom here. It's a little bit see-through, a little bit more transparent than the Founders or the clown shoes that you guys have seen me do in the past, but not that much more transparent. Still pitch black through the glass mostly. Again, nose. Oh, I love the nose. This beer has such aroma: vanilla, cocoa, molasses. I'm getting cherries. I'm getting plum. I'm getting nutmeg. I'm getting some red wine grape, which is something I recall in this beer. There's actually kind of a dark fruit or grape essence to this beer that I love that essence. Maybe some toasted coconut or almond even, like a nuttiness, a toasted nuttiness in here. Oh, yeah, coconut. Oh, this beer has such a lovely scent. And I know it's going to also have a lovely taste. Let's go in, though, and really review this one for real from the bottle. Oh, yeah. Still holds up in the bottle, guys. Oh, yeah. That's coconut milk, cocoa, vanilla, molasses, hints of red wine and bourbon, all in a glass. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Velvet on the mouth, absolutely creamy velvet. Like, as I was saying, coconut milk. Just so drinkable. A little bit of a kick from the bourbon aging, but that's good. I like that. You really capture that essence. You can already see some lacing being left in the glass here. I mean, this is a really quality stout, guys. And it's actually pretty easy to get your hands on it, at least in Massachusetts. I can get this at several liquor stores. I see it on the shelf, pretty frequently. So it's definitely a beer that's a little bit more accessible in the aged stout game than maybe some other varieties. Some people get a little bit overwhelmed by this beer's intense, boozy body. It is in here. There's a bourbon in here. And for me, and I think I get a little bit more on tap as it warms, and I'll let it do that, but I do still get a tad bit of the red wine. I just love that complexity here, guys. This beer is all sorts of things. It's a mixed concoction of dark, strong flavors on a creamy, smooth body. It really is a world-class beer. No doubt about it. Oh, yeah, just like, it's so pleasant and interesting and delicious. Coconut milk, guys. Coconut milk, bourbon, toasted nuts of some kind, like an almond like a pecan, like a toasted pecan. You know what I'm talking about? A little bit of coffee too, coffee bitterness. This is a little bit more on the sweet side than the smoky side. It's a sweeter, boozier beverage. But it retains some of the stout smokiness in there. So it's in there and it still gets you a little bit. I'd say the Clown Shoes, the Founders, they're a little bit on the smokier side. But the New Holland is really repping hard the sweet and the dark fruit and the bourbon. This has such a nice bourbon body to it. I'm a big fan of that stuff. Again, some people don't enjoy the alcohol essence, but I do. Oh, yeah. I love this beer. It's boozy coconut milk, guys, with nice little hints of dark fruit bourbon and some toasted nut stuff going on. It's fantastic. So I'm going to let this one warm up, guys, and I'll come back with my final thoughts. Hey, everyone. I'm back here with the Dragon's Milk just near the bottom here. Been letting it warm for about 30 minutes, and it's a damn good beer, guys. This one is certainly world class. It features a very rich, creamy body in the coconut milk style. That coconut milk is infused with a bourbon undertone with rich roasted malt, chocolate, coffee, and vanilla accents, maybe a little bit of caramel too, and some toasted nuts, almonds or pecans. And then on top of that complexity, because of the bourbon character and kind of that, I also almost get a little bit of a red wine essence, just a hint, like just from the dark fruit side of things. Absolutely world class. I think that the coconut milk might overpower some of the other featured flavors a little bit, which is why I give this a 9.5 out of 10. It's a world-class beer. It's as close to perfect as I'll give. 9.5 is basically, I go by 0.5s. So this is right under a perfect score, guys. This is an A, high A beer. World-class in every category. So if you've had Dragon's Milk, please let me know what you think of it. It's definitely a classic barrel-aged stout. It's accessible. It's decently priced for a 4-pack. I think it was $16 for 4 of them, but $4 for an 11% bourbon-aged beer of this quality. $4 for a bottle of this stuff is worth it. So guys, anyway, that is New Holland's Dragon's Milk. If you have had it, let me know what you think. But until next time, this is Cyclone signing out.